Hi guys, this is Ryan and you're watching Motivation in Motion. Today's topic is about circle of influence versus circle of concern. So what is the circle of influence and what is the circle of concern? Or if you are a visual audience, this will really help you. Alright, in this illustration, this is the circle of influence. Why? Because you are being proactive. Look at the arrow, it's going upward. You know what? The circle of concern, you see, that's the circle outside, and this one is your circle of influence inside. If we are proactive to ourselves, we are expanding or we are enlarging our circle of influence. We are being proactive. Alright, so you look at the arrow, it's going outside. The circle of influence is getting large. And if we are going to look at the other illustration here, this is the circle of concern. So, still the same. Your circle of concern outside is here, and the circle of concern influence is inside. The only difference is that the arrow is going towards you. It's making your circle of influence small. It reduces your circle of influence. So, what does it mean? You know what? I heard about a quote from Jim Rohn saying that our level of success seldom exceeds our level of personal development. Therefore, if we wanted to have success in life, we should increase our personal development. So what is personal development anyway? I'm talking about this one, but if you don't know what's personal development, it's easy. Just it's like develop your personal, your inner, because your our outer reflection actually is the mirror of what we have inside. So that's what I'm trying to say. So if you are highly motivated about yourself, you are embracing change, you wanted to have changes in our life for good, so actually you are being proactive. So what are the circle of concerns? Circle of concerns, those are the things that we cannot control. Like for example, prices is high, or you're paying the bills, or tuition fees. So those are the external concerns we have in our life that we cannot control. Or someone died, or what else? Those are the external, and the internal concern somehow is yourself. Your enemy is yourself. Like for example, if you see in a mirror and you are thinking negative about yourself, so those are the things that concerns you. So those are the circle of concerns. And aside from that, if you're thinking that you're not good enough, you are ugly, you're not smart, you are dumb, so those are your concerns actually, guys. If we always focus on the concerns, what happens is that you are reducing, based on the illustration, you are reducing your influence. Instead of going to your comfort zone, going out of your comfort zone, you stay in your comfort zone. Well, we will think sometimes, well, if I stay here in my room, I'm comfortable enough. I'm comfortable with my bed. I'm comfortable with my pillow, right? But you know what? If you stay long enough in your bed, what happens? It becomes your prisoner. It becomes a prison cell, right? Somehow you wanted to go outside. So that's what I'm trying to say. But on the other hand, if we are going to focus in our influence, like we know that there's a concern around us that we cannot control. However, if we focus on ourselves, develop ourselves, like motivate yourself through reading so that you can gain more knowledge, through meditation or through prayers or through watching some personal development videos, that will actually reprogram your brain so that your perspective on your concerns outside will change. Because you know what? Our environment will not change. People around you will not change. The only thing will change is you. Right? So if you wanted to have success in your life, we should embrace change, and we should focus in changing our personal development, personal self, your inner, because it's always the outer image somehow reflects your inner self. So how you see the world actually reflects on yourself, because that's how you see yourself inside your heart, right? So I just hope you were able to learn something about this illustration today, the circle of influence and the circle of concern. So this one is your circle of influence. Why? Because you are enlarging, or you are making a difference, or you are focusing on the circle of influence. You are enlarging, you are expanding, you are going out of your comfort zone. See? The circle of concern stay the same, the size still the same, but your circle of influence expand. So that's being proactive, right? And if we look at this one, if you always focus on your concerns, like, oh, I cannot do this, it's too hard for me, you are thinking about the what? Reactive. You are focusing it's like you're inside a car like this. You are always looking at the side mirror. You know what? If you are driving, you are focusing in your direction. Well, sometimes we look at the mirror. So we only look at the mirror. Okay, if we're going to relate this in our life, we're only going to look at the mirror if we make some decision, like you want to change lane, right? So it's the same thing with our life. If we are making some changes in our life, sometimes we look back on our past. Sometimes you would say, oh, I cannot do this. But you know what? You don't have to focus on your past. Because when you are driving, you are focusing in your direction, moving forwards. Because what happens if you are moving forward and you keep on looking at the side mirror? Boom! Accident will happen, right? So, it's the same thing with our life. Making some decisions, somehow we look back to ourselves. What we don't have to focus on what we have in the past, because it's in the past. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's focus on our present and the future. So in doing that, you are expanding your circle of influence. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to discuss about today. And thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.